Hi guys, this is lesson 2 of our black canvas landscape, and so let's brighten up some of those spots that we have there. I got a fan brush this time, and I just have my same colors, my green, yellow, red, blue, brown, black, and white, and so I'm going to use the fan brush this time to see if we can brighten up some of these trees. So let's take this one first. Maybe we can just take it and tap on some nice little bright, because this is where the light's going to come from, like I said before. Let's just get that on there, just so it looks like some more yellow. I want to make it nice and bright, and some green. Just tap, 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 tap with your fan brush, the top of your fan brush, just to get some kind of a tree or something going on there. Maybe we can bring it up a little bit more. Up and out. Oh, I pushed too hard, so I made a blobby. Just try to push it, you know. I might just add a little dark color to that, so I can get a nice dark background. Maybe a little bit of black or blue, and then I'll punch that in here in the back here, just to give it a little bit of a shadow back there. I'm just going to tap in a bit of dark in the back. Alright. We can come all the way. Let's do the dark green first. I'm just adding a bit of black and a bit of green together. Probably a bit of blue too. Anything at all. But as long as it's green. As long as it's got some green to it. Okay, so I'm just tapping that in there. There we go. So this is lesson 2. And I'm trying a different camera. See how this works. So my other camera keeps focusing on me, and it makes everything blurry. I'm just wondering if anybody out there knows anything about cameras, or how to stop it from blurring all the time, or how to focus. It keeps focusing, and I've tried every setting and I can't seem to get it to work, and I keep getting the camera focusing on me all the time. So if anybody out there knows anything about cameras, please help me. But I'm going to see how this one goes. This is another camera that I have. The other one was the newer one I bought so that I could do videos with it, and I just can't seem to get to figure it out. And I don't want my videos to be blurry, because you guys watch my videos and you really enjoy them, and you're probably squinting your eyes to try to see some of them. And I'm trying my best. But I really want to do a good job for you guys. I'm trying my best, but my cameras seem to be laughing at me or something. So I'm just tapping into some more dark colors here, just to get a little bit of dark on the back here. Okay? So I've got a nice little tree here, and I'm going to go back into the yellow and the green again. Yellow and green. Then I'm just going to tap these out a little bit more. There we go. I might add a little bit of red to that, just for a bit of fun. Just experiment with your colors and see what colors you like. Oh, a bit of red and yellows. There we go. Good. So let's go all the way down. So go with the dark green, a bit of black, green, and blue, and keep it dark in the back here. And then as we come out, we'll lighten it up. So we'll just have some grass coming out over here. There we go. Maybe a little bit on top of that rock. So get your dark color first. There we go. I just add a little bit of red to my black and green. I like mixing colors up, because if you're using black, you don't want it to dull your paintings, because a lot of artists don't like using yellow. Some black, they don't like using black. So you can make your own black by mixing ultramarine blue and burnt umber together. That'll give you a really nice dark bluey blackish color. But like I said, I'm doing these videos and I'm trying to do them as fast as I can for you. So I'm just using the bottle paints, which are much easier, and I'm mixing the colors to make them look as pretty as I can. But you know, I find the tube paints make much better colors. So experiment with your tube paints and your bottle paints. So I just put that in there for a bit of fun. That looks okay. And I need some more yellow. So you may have to go back and forth to get some paints, because you run out of paints. And Then I'm going to lighten up some of the flowers on top there, and then I'm going to put in a cabin, I think. Let's try a little cabin, see where we're going to put it. All right. Let's see where we're going to put the cabin. First of all, I'm going to get some yellow and some red, kind of an orangey color. And I'm just going to, tapping that on there, and I'm just going to probably punch in some more of these pretty colors up here over what we already did. Yes, yeah, just go over what you did. Try not to make them blob like I'm doing. Try not to make a blob. Okay, so just make them a couple there and a couple here. Alright, just bring out some of these nice shapes. Just a few here and there. This is with your fan brush. Just tapping on it. This might be a little complicated for you guys. If you find it too complicated, just do it your way and see what you can do with it. Don't make it, please don't try to make it exactly like mine, because you might do an even better job. I've seen people do my videos, and their paintings come out better than the ones I did. So, you know, don't worry about it. Just do your own thing. Just take this as sort of like a reference or a guide, but then you can add your own. And if your flowers or your trees or your colors come out different than mine, that's wonderful. I'd rather for it to be like that, because then you can have some fun and it'll be yours. Just yours. So I just put a bit of light over here. And now I'm going to go and do my grassy area. So I'll put some red and yellow together. So I'll put some yellow and some red. And we'll see what color that comes out like. Let's see what it looks like. So what we'll do is we will start over here tapping on some grass. I don't want that as bright over there because that's where the shadows are. Well, let's just tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Alright, I'm going to stand up if I can. See if I can get that on better. Okay, I need lots more paint. I'm going to go into green. I'm going to darken it up a little bit this time. A little bit of brown. Darken it up. And then, because we want to make sure that it's a little darker over here, because that's where the light is going to be on. The light is going to hit off the left side. Alright. So just tap on those. Tap, 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 tap. Tapping over what you already did. And you're probably going to leave some holes. We'll call them holes if you want to. Just to say there's darks underneath what you're doing. Okay. Like I said, this might be a little more complicated. I'm finding it a little complicated myself, because I'm not just trying to figure things out as I go along. There we go. But what I'm trying to show you is you can do a full painting with one brush, and then this time we're using the fan brush. So you can do a lot of painting with just one or two brushes. So you don't need to go out and buy hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars worth of brushes. Not right now. I mean, it's fun to buy brushes. It's fun to look at them and have them there in your house. But don't complicate things if you don't have to. Just get what you need, and then you can always go out and buy some. I'm sure people give you paintbrushes and art supplies for your birthdays and Christmas and all that good stuff. So, okay, so as we get over here, let's brighten it up a little bit more. Some reds and yellows, because this is where the light's going to be over here, right? So let's get some light over here. There we go. All right. So we will bring some grass over in this area. Good. I don't want to go over my time because I make it too long. So we'll come back and do some more of that. I'm just getting some stuff, getting some space ready for a cabin. And then I'll come back and I'll finish up the grass But I want to get the cabin started before we run out of time. So let's just put a little bit of this grass on here for now. It takes a little longer with a fan brush, so, you know. I kind of like the way that's coming out though. It's kind of separated. And, you know, we don't have to be perfect. Let's just do it the way we want to do it, hey. Okay, so let's just put that on there. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. I'm going to worry about that after. So right now, I'm going to put on a bit of grass. I'm sorry. I'm going to go with the cabin. I'm just adding a little bit of color here just so we can see what we want. I'm pushing a little harder sometimes just to get something on here. I'm going to be highlighting that again. So just get those colors on. I'm going to add a little bit of yellows on top of that to give it more grassy look. There we go. So I'll just leave that as that. We may have to go over this several times in order to get what we're looking for, okay? So what we're going to do now is, that's wet. You might want to draw yours, but I'm going to try and draw, maybe put a cabin or something in there to make it interesting. So let's draw with a piece of chalk. There we are. Hi. A piece of chalk. Let's draw a nice big cabin. So just make the letter A. Good. And then maybe we'll go back and have a little bit of a back to it. And we'll come out to the side, come over, and down, and down. And we leave it at that for now. And what you're going to do is paint your cabin. Let's paint the cabin with our, let's see. How about we'll use, I said I was going to use a flat sable brush. That might be the time to use it now. Beep. Okay, so I'm going to get some more brown paint. And I'm going to add some brown on one side and black on the other. Now you don't have to do it that way. I'm just doing it that way to make it a little bit easy for you. And let's just bring down some of these lines here. There we go. Let's just get a little cabin in there. Just to fill up the space, because we don't want, I mean, if you have too much flowers or too much grass, it won't look like a painting. It'll look like a blob. So let's get a cabinet. We can put, maybe we can put, I don't know. Let's think. Think about what you like to have in there besides that. Maybe somebody fishing. Maybe, gosh, why don't you guys think of something that you'd like to see in this painting, and I'll put it in for you. Nothing too complicated now. How about that? That would be fun. You guys email me at AllisonPryor@yahoo.com, or put in the comments section what you'd like to see in this painting. You know, maybe somebody fishing, or maybe a little dog standing up on the cliff. I don't know. All kinds of stuff. Maybe an eagle. I don't know. It'd be fun. It'd be fun to do something like that. And if I don't hear from you, I'll put something in anyway. How's that? Okay, so there we got a cabin started. And we'll just put pure black with a bit of red. I'm sorry, a bit of blue. Yeah, some dark colors. Why not? On top of the roof. There we go. I'm not going to worry about the chalk right now. So now we got the cabin started. I don't know how much time I went over. So let's say another couple of minutes. And we'll get this much done. And then I'll come back in lesson 3. And we'll do some more work. I don't know how many lessons this one's going to take, because I think it's fun. It's a fun painting, actually. So let's just get some of this on here. Just go down vertically. That will give us, now this is not final, of course, it's just the underpainting, okay? So this will give us an idea of, you know, that we're going to have boards going up and down on it. Boards, right? Boards. There we go. With the black and the brown, then you can get some nice idea that maybe we'll get some boards in there. So we'll do that after. So I'm using my, see, I'm using my sable chisel brush. I'm using the chisel edge coming down like this to get those boards. But like I said, this is not completely finished. Don't worry about it. Perfect, I think. Okay, so just take a bit more white on top of that dirty paint that your brush, and let's put some more, scrub some more light on this up here so we can see what we're doing. I'm thinking I might use a palette knife to show you how to use a palette knife to get some nice techniques over here. I just want to lighten up this a little bit just so we can figure out what we're going to do with everything. So I'm just scrubbing on some of my leftover paint. I'll keep that nice and dark in there. I might even put some black in there, you know that? Just to darken it up. I'll come back and decide what I want to do after. So we're making decisions together, okay? How's that? Let's make decisions together. So you decide if you want that darker like that, or if you don't do it. Good. So now I'm just going to add a little bit of color here just to get some shapes to what I want to do here. Because I really don't know yet. I'm just playing around to see what I want to do. I do want to get some kind of a hill here. So I'm just scrubbing on some paint to get that hilly look. Right? I'm just putting it on and then I'm moving it, putting it on, and then I'm just moving it around. But I'm going down this way. I'm going to the right when I do that. Here I'm just going right straight on top. Okay? So we'll be adding more color to that later. So I think I'm gonna do lesson 3 after. I think I'm just gonna do this for now, and I'm gonna come back and do lesson 3. I think that's a good start. So yeah, so go and practice that and think about what we can put into our lovely little painting, and let me know, and I'll see you in lesson 3.